Hey, welcome back. I have a quick video I wanted to do. This one's just an update on what I'm doing right now for my Vampire Counts army. And as you can see, I have my Blood Knights plus 2 3D printed characters. These are both from Highland Miniatures. I got these as part of the Patreon a few months back. I actually should have applied for the Patreon this past month. I think they had some cool ghosts or something that would have been nice for a spirit host, but I just sort of had a lot going on with my oldest boy finishing kindergarten, my wife and I finishing up the working year for the schools. So school is like this household's thing, so basically this time of year we become very, very busy, especially now that we have kids that are entering and exiting different parts of the schools. So anyways, yeah, Blood Knights, I think I've said this before when I did the review of that box from the Christmas Battle Force. They're super cool, and they work great for Warhammer Fantasy. They are slightly big. Right now, what I've got done on them is a lot of preliminary work using contrast paints and the speed paint from Army Builder. Is that what it's called? Yeah. What is it called? Army Painter, sorry. Army Builder's that old app for making, that old program for making armies on PC like 20 years ago. I think you could still use it, but off topic. So anyways, yeah, a lot of red. I'm trying my best to do something to break up the red. The suggested paint job they do on the box art and like the website and stuff is like the panels are actually black and they just kind of bleed out, pun intended, to red. But right now, oops, sorry, my finger got in the way. I was trying to move a message I just got so I could see the screen. Right now I think what I'm going to do is instead use silver along the edges of all the panels, and that's what I'm going to use to break things up a bit. And I'm going to try to get a very different red on the horse armor versus the knights, the riders. Plus, as you can see, lots of black. I don't want to like muck about with all kinds of different colors. It's going to be very limited palette. It's going to be red, it's going to be black, it's going to be the bone color, and the metals is really the main stuff. A little bit of skin tone where it's visible on the models. They're super cool models. And also, I guess one thing I'm going to do, you can't see it here, it's not showing up very well. I'm going to try to get like a wine red leather. I have a better paint picked out for that now from my Scale 75 artist range. I don't know where I stuck it, but if you're not familiar with the range, this is one of them. These are really nice paints. They work really, really well. They have nice coverage, and they're just really nice to work with. But I have one picked out that I think is going to work really good there. It's essentially burgundy is what I'm going for, but I want it to be more of like a wine red. I think that's going to fit well with the idea of the vampire nobility. And then, yeah, the skull on the horses. This guy here, again, he's going to have basically the same paint style. I'm going to do him as a Blood Knight on foot. I just figured that would work well for this model, and since I'm already doing these guys, I may as well do the same with him. There's still a lot of work to go on these guys, but at the same time it's work that's going to go really, really fast, because it's mostly going to be picking out the panels and building up some colors to some color differentiation to break up what you're seeing there. And then there's this Necromancer. I really like this guy. I went with like a dark grayish skin tone on just black robes, because I figured that's going to be good against this bright spectral magical haze that's about him. Probably give him just some brown boots. Just, again, minimal colors. I don't want to do a lot of different colors on these guys. I'm trying to keep this army very, very like muted. I don't want them to be all kinds of crazy colors. I just want them to, you know, look dark. Essentially what I want. I want them to look nice, but I want them to look dark. Still some more work to do on this banner, but man, this banner, this is cool. I'm basically just going to follow what they did on their website and their box art, which means I do need to get the moon there to be more of like a pale, off-white, yellowish color. But the dragon, just going to build up the reds a little bit, keep the shadows nice and recessed, and make sure that black really pops out. Yeah, these are really great models. If you are doing a Vampire Count army in 2022, I would highly suggest you take a look at the Blood Knights that are available. If you can get a hold of that box set, I forget what it's called now because I've gotten rid of the box, but essentially it was 5 Blood Knights, some half dragon, half vampire character. He's still on sprue somewhere. I'm not going to use him unless I decide to make like a Vargulef out of him. I might do that, but that's a later project. And then you get 40 zombies and 20 skeletons. And the zombies I've painted up, I'll do a video showing those off actually fairly soon, because I did forget to do that. And the skeletons I haven't used because I used a different type of skeleton. I wanted them to be more basic. But I have the sprue of skeletons still. I might paint them up, build them, all that later, just to bulk out the numbers. But right now I think I have like 70 skeletons or something like that, and I've got like 50 zombies, so I don't want this army to just balloon out of control like my Skaven and Empire have. They're wild. There's way too many miniatures for those. I've got to scale them back, but I just don't know what to cut because I love everything. So that's a future problem that I've got to deal with. But anyways, this is long enough. This was all I wanted to do. Thanks very much for your time, and I really hope that this inspired somebody to get work done at their painting station and get something scratched off their to-do list, because we all have models that we need to paint, and I think by sharing what we're doing, it inspires others. So if you have any content that you have of what you're painting, I would love to see it, so link it so I can see that too, because again, I hope that I can inspire people, but if anybody can inspire me, I'm always up for it. I watch a lot of painting videos just to get like new ideas. So if you've got something for me, please share that, or let me know what you're painting in the comments, and have a great day. Thanks very much.